Hi guys, my name is Harshit Beti. My roll number is 19AC01006. Today I am going to explain the fourth experiment, that is creating a function for convolution and impulse response for the discrete LTI system. So these are the four systems which are given, that is y of n equal to 1 by 3 of x of n plus x of n minus 1 plus x of n minus 2 and so on. And coming to the impulse response, what is impulse response? Uh, as everyone know what is delta function. Delta function is where the value of the function is having 1 at 0 and remaining the values as 0. So when the input is delta function for the system, the output is known as the impulse response. So for the first system, delta impulse response is 1 by 3 of delta of n plus delta of n minus 1 plus delta of n minus 2 and so on. So let's see the program. So I created a delta function here. So here you can see I am giving an input of array and also giving an output of array where the uh, value of array is 1 at the value 0 and remaining value it is 0. So now for first system, as said, the impulse response is delta of n plus delta of n minus 1 plus delta of n minus 2 by 3. So this is as the values non-zero values of this function is only at 0 1 and 2, so I have took a array from 0 to 2 and finding using this one and finding impulse response. Like this we can find for all the three remaining three systems. And here I am loading the signals which I was mentioned in the question, that is ECG, PCG and speech signal. Those are the signals which are given to us. So, and I'm loading it. So these are the input signals. So now let's get to know what is convolution. A convolution is a mathematical way of combining two signals to form a third signal. For discrete time system, like we can find y of n equal to sigma of k equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k into h of n minus k, where x of k is where x is input signal and h is impulse response. The input signal is used by the load function, is given from the load function, and the using the delta function I have found the impulse response. So using the both I am finding the convolution of the two signals. And next I have found a convolving function where the length, as everyone know, convolution function length is length of input signal plus length of impulse response minus 1. So you can see n equal to l plus k minus 1, and I'm using I'm padding for both input signal and impulse response, as the length of both of the arrays should be same to convolve. So this is my function. So now coming to, I have here, you can see here I have convolved here, and now I'll run the program. I have I have give all the four signals here, x2, x3 and x4. This is input and output for the fourth signal. This is the for third signal. This is for second signal, and this is the first signal, as I mentioned. And this is the impulse response, as I mentioned, only at 0 1 and 2 the value is 1 and remaining, I mean non-zero value remaining it is 0. So as it will be 1 by 3, that is 0.33. So this is for the first system. For second system I'll follow the same procedure. This is the system y of n equal to 1 by m and sigma of k equal to 0 to m minus 1 x of n minus k, and here m equal to 25 50 and 100. In my program I have created a function and I can change the value of m here a. So if I keep 25, you can see what will happen. See, you can say this is for fourth signal, this is for third signal, second signal, and this is for first signal, and this is my input impulse response. Only at non-zero integer from 0 to 25 it is having non-zero and remaining it is 0. And for the third system, see here, this is for fourth signal, this is for third signal, this is for second signal, this is for first signal. And we can observe here that only the high frequency values were coming as output and the low frequency values were attenuated. So this third signal, that's third system acts as high high pass filter, and the first and second, as I mentioned it before, both are only allowing the low frequency values. So both the first and second system was known as low filter, low pass filter. And for the, and as mentioned, this is impulse response of the third system. Only at 0 and 1 it is having value, at 1 it is -1, and at 0 it is 1. And for the fourth system, that is 1 by 2 of x of n minus x of n minus 2, finding impulse response and following the same procedure. Now I will get a even, see here also it is same as the third signal. It is a high pass filter as it is only passing the high frequency values. See here, you can see here, and this is the impulse response of the given system. Now in these questions I have already performed this all these first three parts. Now I also said that first two signal, these two signals are uh, high pass low pass filters, and third and fourth signals are systems are high pass filters. And second system is also known as moving average system. Now in this fourth question we want to find a difference equation using the second system to remove the trend. So I show the program. Now here I am taking a value of very less, that is 200, and loading using the second system and loading the files and convolving to find, when we remove the trend, uh, the convolved function is the convolved signal is known as the trend. When we'll run, we'll understand I will run the program and I'll explain you. You can see here, as I said, it is a low pass, the second system is low pass filter. It is giving a low frequency values. You can see a red line, this graph. The second output one, when I am removing the thread line from the input value, I am getting a output. Yes, you can see I have removed the thread line here. So, and this is the function, this is the program for this removing trend of the function, and we can find for remaining systems also, for the remaining signals also. So now for the remaining question, that is finding the properties of the systems. Uh, as we can see in this all these four parts, the values, the output is depending on the future, I mean past input. So all the four systems are having requires the past input. So it is a memory. All four are memory systems, and you can also say that for all the four systems, the for when we give a bounded input, we are also will get a bounded output. So it is a stable systems, all the four. As we take the determine magnitude of the system, we'll get a we'll get a like we'll get a bounded value. And these four systems are also casual because it is not depending on the future inputs, only depending on, it is only depending on present and past inputs. And it is mentioned that it is a LTI discrete system, so no need to mention about linear and time invariant system. And thank you guys.